Okay, this is a rarity for me, but I have access to water. I mean, it's cold, it'll take a while to heat up, but also access to like little spot where I can cook comfortably. They encourage it. So I'm going to boil up some water and toss it into my oats. And yeah, have a decent breakfast. This is one of the most simplest, silliest things, but there's not many places where I can go where I could just jump, you know, just jump up and down. All right, you don't understand like the value of that. Most non-exercisers don't understand the value of that. I'm actually feeling itchy in my chest right now. Okay, call me strange, I'm just making a log of this, but when I felt the itchiness in my chest from jumping up and down a couple of minutes, I think that's releasing of toxins, okay, because I did feel slightly dizzy after that. So I think toxins are being released, and that could be causing, you know, some heart issues right there. It could be the lymph affecting the heart because there's toxins building up in that area. Why that is, could be several things. I think maybe just not jumping enough and sitting too much at the computer on the library. You know, the most ideal situation would be to be able to jump in between sessions, like every half hour, every hour. You know, if I was in my own house, you know, I would do that. But in a library, it draws attention to you, causing noise, all that disturbance stuff. So I don't. I'm really holding back. And I'll just say I appreciate the hours at Shoshone because it's 12 to 5 today, so it limits my time at the library. Because when there's like, you know, a 9 to 8 schedule in the library at a big city, sometimes I'll sit the whole day there. So that's pretty crazy. You know, I can find things to look up, and I lack exercise. Limiting my time is probably good. You know, it's only temporary here anyway for that anyway. Exercise. Barley, I think this calls for a stronger need to consume more barley. Increase my barley consumption to stimulate the lymph as well. Well, one downside of leaving my bicycle parked in the bicycle park rack at the park, is it just got sprayed on like it rained. It's so wet. It doesn't rain here, but I just happened to park it in the wrong spot for the sprinklers. Okay, most parks will close when it's nighttime. They have that as signs, sunset to sundown or sun up. But here it's 11. And you know, I think the part of the reason they did that is because this is an old train station, and over there in the distance is a newer train station, but it's out of operation. I think they've designed this park for train riders, for the passenger trains. It's a place for people to hang out, and they're maybe been coming here at later at night or something. That could be like why that building up ahead is like so big and just not being used. No lights on. It's because it used to be a hotel for the train passengers. You know, there are some neat homes around here. As quaint as they are. Neat homes and neat buildings. I'll go get this church. Built around effectively enough. I mean, this church, look at the bricks. It's like basalt. Black bricks tend to be basalt, and that can be found in the lava fields. And then it's probably seen plenty of repair work. Pretty neat, pretty sturdy. There's a few buildings like that. The museum is made like that. Several hay trucks use this road. Man, you can't get more controversial than calling them the Indians. I forget the time, but this is probably the main type of grocery store on this very busy street that leads between Shoshone and Twin Falls. At gas stations, and I would sit and watch the traffic. I think the best place to watch the traffic would be on the intersection more in town. Okay. But this road is very busy, but I think that intersection is where they're all hitting. I think it seems like it. But yeah, it's a good distance. The cop I talked to yesterday said he lives in Twin Falls, and he says it's not far of a commute. Seems like it's far enough though to be kind of annoying. But then again, there's a little bit of traffic, but he doesn't probably have to deal with the stops from congestion, at least. Sun Valley, Arco, Dietary to the right. Actually, some of those trucks are turning at an intersection here. That's probably why that gas station is there. So maybe hanging out at the intersection in downtown might not be revealing a lot of the traffic in its entirety to give you an accurate picture of how busy it really is. $1.50 daily for Times News. I don't know about that. They got an RV, little drop, sewage waste drop-off spot. But it doesn't look like they encourage any camping there, and probably not in town. There's probably an ordinance against it. I was waiting for the cop to advise me about camping in town, but he just wanted to say that the 11 o'clock was the curfew for the adults and children and everybody in the park. Everybody has to do the curfew. Looks like they got another nice park around here in the corner of the town. So it's on the outskirts a little bit. I prefer these type of 1984. The building was made. I prefer these type of like parks that are on the corner, not surrounded by homes. It feels more like I could just relax a little bit more instead of worrying about neighbors watching me. But I don't know, there's advantages and disadvantages to the locations for parks. Of course, this park has to come equipped with a rodeo. So you got the baseball park or softball, and then the rodeo stadium stage. And they do allow you in. Well, to say, it didn't seem like they would. I don't know why they would want to lock you out. So people could just walk in, check it out. Not much to really see. Looks like there's been a lot of activity just by how the ground is all shaken up. Looks like water's available anytime you want here. So they have a trail that leads out here from that rodeo area, but they blocked it with these things. I think they're related to railroad stuff. Railroad over there, 3 of them, and where these cars are parked on it's got to be that turn-off point, so they get out of the way of the other ones, because trains throughout the day seem to be coming every half hour or so. And I don't know where I'm entering, but it's probably private property. I haven't seen too many cornfields in Idaho, but this one's pretty significant. A big old cornfield, pretty much ready to go. Yeah, this is all brown. I think that's good evidence. The corn silk, which is edible. Yep. Tastes like corn silk. And you got corn. They have to absolutely, yeah, sprinklers right there. They have to constantly sprinkle on this because it's already dry. But maybe they stopped. Actually, no, there's a sprinkler going on over there. But, you know, during harvest, I guess you want to dry these out anyway. That's one advantage to growing corn or plants in a dry area. You just stop hydrating them so they could be ready for a long-term storage. Alright, I have not seen too many flowers around, so I'm curious if there's much activity at the beehives, and it looks like there is. Yep, about half the beehives have some activity. It's not a flurry, but it is, you know, starting out. They're probably at their flowers away from the hive. Yeah, so I can't get any closer. Yeah, every beehive looks like it's got some activity. It's not many beehives anyway. This train has 4 engines, so it must be quite a load. I don't know if all of them are running at once, but it's quite a load. I'm quite a distance away. I can't just race over there. But I did cross some tracks over there, and he recognizes it. It's a trail that's blocked off actually, and no one can go across it on vehicle, only on foot. Yet he still has to blare his horn. Maybe it's, how would he know? Maybe it's just kind of he knows. It's something that he has to know that there's a particular trail, because they only blare their horn for trails. And those are some loud horns. Okay, this trail seems to be leading to private property. There's some old buildings off in the distance that I'd like better access to. They're made of the basalt stone and lots of cement. But this thing is pretty modern, but abandoned. It looks like it'd make a good house, possibly a business. All the concrete's foundation's up, but then they stopped at the concrete. Possibly ran out of money or something. Oh yeah, even a concrete roof overhang. That's crazy. I wonder if they're planning on making a multi-level, more than one story. Okay, kind of following a trail to get over to this area. You can see there's a big difference in construction methods between that last building and these, because these are stones with mortar in between. There's a huge pit in between these buildings. I don't know why that is. This thing, what the heck did they do in here? Some kind of, probably a tool shed of some kind. Got old tools in here. An old style with wood frame on top that could maybe give. Wooden roof. Built with this thing on top. Built with a windmill on top. Possibly to power it in some way. It all collapsed around that area pretty good. I must have had a lot. Big furnace right there. Covered up by this collapse. Oh, and there's another door that could be seen. There's a door right there. So it's unique. Just kind of frozen in time now and degrading. And they have a power that went to it there. It's interesting too, there's wood along this inner wall. Alright, so and there's earth on top. Why do they put earth on top of the roofs so much? I saw that in another building. Yeah, there's no wood for the inner wall on this side. To understand why they got such a huge pit in here between these two buildings. It's like maybe these buildings are constructed to support some kind of a mining operation. So you can see the electrical meter is pulled. So it's been abandoned for over a year. And by the construction, it looks from the early 1900s at the latest to the late 1800s. There's a plastic PVC pipe down there that's about 3 inches wide, 4 inches wide. It's pretty big. Old fence for horses. Several little boxed in areas to control them. Maybe, nah. Out here you probably don't need to put them inside anywhere. Just give them a nice tree. So this wouldn't be a barn. Whatever this is, it looks interesting. They have old steel corrugation. Man, they really plastered up the sides. It's probably a fix-it. Yeah, this looks fairly modern. This type of concrete. Old roof. Completely made of wood. Doesn't look like any electricity gets to here. Glass, and people come out here to party. Probably kids. Kids come out here to drink. Tarp covering something. Want to protect something. Why this wire thing? This is like a rod, a steel rod connecting the ends. Now why they would do that is a mystery. Doors are long gone. It looks like steel rod. Yeah. This house went up in fire. It didn't affect the bricks too much, but that steel rod is holding the boards. It's like it's trying to hold the house together or something. Strange. And then there's a structure over there. The other side for that steel rod is connected right here inside, and it's got this type of board on the other side too. It seems awful strange to me. Maybe they felt this wall was leaning out too much. You can see it's an old style slat roof, maybe cedar shingles or something. Cedar is supposed to last the longest if you want to go natural like that, which is probably their best choice. Ah, wow, stinging nettle. Very small leaves. It's not doing so hot. I think this is olives. Alright, not being watered either. They do pretty good in the high temperate desert. They need some processing, I think. Yeah, there's a big seed in the center. Small olive leaves are supposed to be edible for something. Very powder coated. In fact, what is this white stuff on my fingers? Is that... I really can't smell it, but olives probably developed their smell because of the processing. The leaves seem powder coated too. So it could be a unique Idaho olive. Oh, they got a canal out here. Well, these olives are doing pretty good for themselves then. They got a canal supporting them. So there's their water source. I wonder if they flower. That would support the bees. And then there's a structure here, but now I'm guessing looks like deer poop. I'm guessing it's probably supporting the canal in some way. You got something to control the canal. Man, there's a lot of stinging nettle. Somebody brought out some stinging. Yeah, there you can see the wall. And that wall lines the canal. And then yeah, there's the corn over there, which Jesus! Oh my God! All right. I gotta get my sandal. Okay, I am very scared. There are bees over there. I did not see them. And they're probably curious about me. I just gotta get in and out. Excuse me. I hope they don't chase. Okay, no soldiers came after me, so I should be good. Those suckers are like separate from the beehive. I'm pretty sure those are the honeybees. Yeah, there's a wide variety of vegetation along this canal. You got mullein, you got wild lettuce, which is good. This should be good to consume. That white milky latex. Good stuff. Nice and bitter. Oh, that's what I've been looking for, is bitter. I might take some with me. Oh, I don't know what that... Oh, that's asparagus. Okay. I don't know if that could be seen. But that big bush with the red berries, pick those seeds. You got asparagus seeds. It's too late in the season to harvest them. Holy crap, there's another abandoned house. Oh no, there's a car there. I cannot go over there. Okay, catnip. Wow. Let's get a close-up of that catnip too. I bet they intentionally, asparagus just doesn't grow on its own like that. So here's catnip. Oh, you can smell it too. This is good stuff. Whew, that is strong. Yeah, they got quite a garden over here, all along the canal. Alright, it looks like a few people have pulled in and out of this place in the past, but this would be the entrance from the main road. I entered from the other side. The main road. So you got the welcome sign here, and then it looks like there's a bridge over there, like a walking type of bridge. It seems like they encourage people to park in some way here. Maybe that's for the company or some of the electric company. I don't know. Quite a turnaround there. But yeah, you could park there and then take the bridge across. There's also the driving bridge falling apart. Wow, there's a big old hole right there. I might have used to drive across it and then noticed it falling apart and put these barriers up. It just kind of takes you to residential areas. Not the most ideal paved road. It's like a mix of dirt road and paved. 6th and Beverly. It's kind of on the outskirts. It's not a huge town. It's nice that it's not quite as windy as yesterday. Not clear what kind of business this is, but they'll probably say it on the road. Church over there. Greenwood, looks like a main road. I was suspecting a bowling alley. Alright. To make food more edible, more like desirable, you can go one of two ways. Either increase the amount of sugar in the product, or have don't exactly put bitters in the food, but consume bitters outside of the food, and that'll stimulate your appetites. One of two ways, two completely opposite ways in my opinion. Alright, this is an exercise I haven't been able to do in a long time. I really love it too. See, that opens up the chest, and that's probably part of the reason why I'm getting these heart issues.